Every financial stage has a breaking point. Not because you are bad with money, because every new stage asks your money to carry something new. A stage is not just how much you earn. It is what your life now requires your money to hold up. New rent, new debt payments, new insurance, new repairs, new people depending on you. At first, it looks like progress. Then, the account starts feeling tighter than it should. Income can rise while financial slack shrinks. And the breaking point is the first part of the system that can no longer absorb pressure. In this episode, you will learn how to find that point before it fails. The common belief is simple. If I make more, I should be safer. Sometimes that is true, but only when income rises faster than required load. If the load rises faster, the new stage can be weaker than the old one. That is the trap. The outside says progress. The inside says pressure. You got the apartment. You got the better job. You got the car that makes work possible. You started supporting someone else. Nothing about that is irresponsible by itself. That is what makes the trap hard to see. The decisions can be reasonable. The math can still get worse. Because each stage adds weight. Some of that weight is obvious. Rent is obvious. A car payment is obvious. Insurance is obvious. But some of the weight hides because it does not arrive every month. Repairs, medical bills, annual fees, moving costs, deductibles, family emergencies, replacement tires. You do not feel those costs every Friday. You feel them when they hit all at once. The mistake is treating those as surprises. They are not surprises. They are irregular obligations. They belong in the stage. This is Stage-Load Mismatch. It is a finance upgrade diagnostic model. It is not an official rule. It is a way to see what changed. The chain is simple. Financial stage change. New obligations. Lower financial slack. Higher fragility. Breaking point. Financial slack means the uncommitted take-home cash left after the required monthly load is covered. Fragility means normal pressure can now create failure. Not a disaster. Normal pressure. A repair, a delayed paycheck, a rent increase, a medical bill, a higher insurance premium. The stage breaks when one of those ordinary events forces debt, skipped bills, or a drained buffer. That is why a higher income can still feel worse. The paycheck got bigger, but the stage got heavier. This is the moment most people misread. They think the stress means they are behind. Sometimes it means the stage was never tested. So before the formula, look at the experience. You move into the better place. The rent fits on paper. Then utilities are higher. The commute changes. The car needs work. Insurance renews. And suddenly, the raise does not feel like a raise. That feeling is not random. It has math underneath it. Here is the hidden math. Financial slack equals recurring take-home income, minus fixed obligations, minus required debt payments, minus normal variable spending, minus the monthly provision for predictable irregular costs. Buffer coverage equals available liquid buffer divided by essential monthly outflow. Stage load increase equals new required monthly load minus previous required monthly load. Do not turn this into a universal percentage. There is no single number that fits every household. The question is sharper. Did the new stage improve your ability to absorb life, or did it quietly remove that ability? Let us make it visible. Before the stage change, a worker brings home $4,200 per month. Fixed obligations are $1,050. Required debt payments are $180. Normal variable spending is $1,450. Predictable irregular costs need $300 per month. So the required monthly load is $2,980. $1,050 plus $180 plus $1,450 plus $300. Financial slack is $1,220. $4,200 minus $2,980. The worker also has a $6,000 liquid buffer. Essential monthly outflow is $2,530. So buffer coverage is 2.37 months. Not perfect, but there is room. A late bill is annoying. A repair hurts, but the system can still absorb it. Now, the stage changes. The worker earns more. Take-home income rises to $5,100. That is $900 more per month. From the outside, this looks safer. But the new stage adds rent, higher utilities, a car payment, higher insurance, higher fuel costs, and a larger repair provision. Fixed obligations rise to $2,200. Required debt payments rise to $420. Normal variable spending rises to $1,750. Predictable irregular costs rise to $550. The new required monthly load is $4,920. $2,200 plus $420 plus $1,750 plus $550. Financial slack is now $180. $5,100 minus $4,920. This is the reveal. Income rose by $900. Required load rose by $1,940. So the new stage is $1,040 tighter every month. That is the mismatch. The worker is making more and absorbing less. The buffer also weakened. Moving and setup costs reduced liquid cash to $4,500. Essential monthly outflow is now $4,470. Buffer coverage falls to 1.01 months. Before, the buffer covered about 2.37 months. After, it covers about 1 month. So the first failure point is not income. Income improved. The first failure point is slack. The second failure point is buffer coverage. One normal car repair can now become credit card debt. One delayed paycheck can create a missed payment. One insurance increase can erase the remaining margin. That is what a financial breaking point looks like. It does not always feel dramatic. It often feels like confusion. You are earning more, but you are checking the account more often. You are current, but only barely. You have savings, but it covers fewer months than before. You are not broke, but one ordinary problem can make you borrow. That is the lived signal. The stage is not failing loudly. It is asking for more than your slack can carry. Those are recognition signals. Fixed obligations rise faster than take-home income. Uncommitted cash shrinks after progress. Predictable irregular costs keep arriving as unexpected. Normal shocks become debt. The next paycheck becomes necessary, not helpful. Emergency savings covers fewer months. Income increases produce no increase in flexibility. That is when the stage is carrying too much load. The solution is not to shame the stage. Some stages are necessary. Moving out can be necessary. Reliable transportation can be necessary. Supporting family can be necessary. The correction is to test the load before you add more. Start by naming the stage. Do not say, I make more now. Say, I am in a higher load stage. That sentence matters. It stops you from judging the stage by income alone. Then list every new required obligation: rent, insurance, debt payments, utilities, transportation, care costs, repairs, annual bills. Next, convert irregular costs into monthly true cost. If car repairs usually cost $1,200 a year, that is $100 a month. If annual insurance costs $600, that is $50 a month. If medical copays appear every few months, give them a monthly place. Uneven timing does not make a cost unreal. Then recalculate financial slack. Take home income minus required load. Then recalculate buffer coverage, available liquid buffer divided by essential monthly outflow. Now identify the first failure point. Is it Slack? Is it the emergency buffer? Is it debt service? Is it transportation? Is it housing? Is it the irregular cost provision? The first failure point tells you what to protect first. If Slack is failing, stop adding recurring commitments. If buffer coverage is failing, rebuild liquidity before upgrading lifestyle. If debt service is failing, do not judge affordability by the payment alone. If irregular costs are failing, stop calling them surprises. Give them a monthly provision, then retest after every major transition. New job, new apartment, new car, new child, new home, new dependent, new income level. Every stage deserves a new load test. Because progress is not the same as resilience. Progress is when the outside improves. Resilience is when the inside can absorb pressure. The old question was, can I afford this? The better question is, what breaks first if I add this load? That question changes the decision. It makes the hidden pressure visible. It turns vague stress into a specific failure point. And once you can name the failure point, you can protect it. This is where the title becomes practical. Every financial stage has a breaking point. But a breaking point is not a prophecy. It is a place to reinforce. Your money is not random. It follows your behavior. But your behavior follows the stage you built around it. So before you call the next stage success, test what it requires. If income rose but Slack fell, you are not safer yet. If the buffer covers fewer months, you are not stronger yet. If normal life now creates debt, the stage is already too heavy. The goal is not to avoid every bigger stage. The goal is to enter the next stage with enough slack to stay yourself inside it. That is the upgrade, not avoiding progress, not carrying more pressure with a better label, more capacity before more load.